A startup, especially as a founder, is a calling. And if you're not called to that, if you can't get that out of your head, if you're not passionately engaged waking up at 3 in the morning making notes, if it's not the first thing you're thinking about in the shower and convincing your family that this is the thing that you need to dedicate your life to, don't even think about doing it.
People say you have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing, and it's totally true. And the reason is because it's so hard that if you don't, any rational person would give up. It's really hard, and you have to do it over a sustained period of time. So if you don't love it, if you're not having fun doing it, and you don't really love it, you're going to give up. And that's what happens to most people, actually. If you really look at the ones that ended up being successful, unquote, in the eyes of society and the ones that didn't, oftentimes it's the ones that are successful loved what they did so they could persevere when it got really tough. And the ones that didn't love it quit because they're sane, right? Who would want to put up with this stuff if you don't love it? So it's a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of worrying constantly. And if you don't love it, you're going to fail. So you got to love it. You got to have passion.
My business school students, I'd say about 10% of them, at the end of every semester, come up to me. It's almost like clockwork. Say, Professor Blank, I really need some help in trying to decide where I'm going to go to work. Well, great. What are the choices? And they say, well, I've been offered a job at McKinsey. Well, that's spectacular. McKinsey is a world-class firm. Well, what's your other choice? Oh, a couple of my friends want to go do a startup. And I look at them and I still can't, even after all these years, can't get the shock off my face. And I go, well, you've just decided. What do you mean? I'm asking you to help me. I said, no. You've just decided. Join McKinsey. Because unless you're waking up in the middle of the night taking notes on your startup, or by the time you get to your shower in the middle of the morning, you can't wait to work on your startup. That's not what you're cut out for. A startup is an irrational passion. It is not a job. Normal people have jobs. Entrepreneurs are irrational, and unless you're irrational, don't think of it as a job choice. It's not a career choice. Entrepreneurship is a calling, and you shouldn't be doing it because your friends are doing it. You should be doing it because it's a virus that's gotten into your head, and you needed to get it out of your system. And some of us are just stuck with it for the rest of our lives. And sometimes it pays off, but many times it doesn't. But it is not a job.
You've got to find what you love. And that is as true for work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle.